Hi, I'm Yalu, the co-founder of Melos Studio, and this is the 26 questions with Melos Studio.
Hey guys, if you're not part of the MEXC family, you are missing out. We have a lot of coins, pairs, and a lot of features with which you can diversify your portfolio and take it to the next level. So use the QR code right here or the link in the description to sign up with MEXC.com and get 20% off your trading fees in addition to that. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and smash the like button. Enjoy the video. Hi Yalu, welcome to the interview. Super excited to have you here today. How are things going on your end?
It's been great, thank you, and nice to be on the show.
Yes, our community is basically eager very much to learn more about your project. They have so many questions on Twitter, and we chose the 20 for you to answer because they want to know more details about that. Before we start doing this, you have a really nice background. Being a musician myself, I really appreciate that the music background right there. It's very smooth and it's very like a night jazz club type of atmosphere with the neon lights and stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, this is also on Melos Studio. So go on Melos Studio, you'll be able to see this.
Cool, awesome, very nice. Okay, great. So if you're ready, I can start asking the questions from the community.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Alrighty. Well, in this case, starting off with question number 1. Could you provide a simple description of Melos Studio for the community? What is the motivation for starting to build Melos Studio?
Right. Melos Studio is the destination for creating, discovering, and collecting original music on Web3. By using NFT as proof for creation, we can enable pop-style process for music creations. For example, a music artist has an inspiration of music and plays out on piano, uploads, and mints in Melos Studio as a music blog. And the second person comes along and purchases this piano piece and adds his guitar. And third person comes and buys and adds her drum, and so on and so on. And since all the transactions are on-chain, we can profit share with all the previous co-creators when the later generation of NFTs sold. And this will eventually turn into new type of music creator ecosystem. So with traditional music industry, it is difficult for indie emerging artists to be discovered or heard. We want to provide more opportunities for music and music artists around the world. And we also want to have more people to have fun and actually to play with music instead of just listening to music. And this is why we built the Melos Studio.
Very well. Question number 2, your project name seems to be very interesting. Does it have any story behind it? Can you share some with us, the inspiration for approaching this name?
Yes, of course. Well, Melos is the Latin word tuned melody. It was during the pandemic, we saw these video clips of people playing music on the balcony when they were quarantined. And this actually inspired us. We know that people still want to listen, play, and write music, even they are physically separated. And this is like our human nature, like original desire. So Latin is also the origin of most of the modern Western language. So we just went with Melos.
Okay, thank you for explaining that one. Makes sense. Question number 3, can you tell me how I can create music NFTs using the Melos platform? Would I require any technical knowledge for that?
Melos Studio is for both experienced musician and music newbies. There is an AI assistant in Melos workshop. We call it Metis AI. Users can use Metis AI to compose music by only inputting very few music keynotes. And this is great for music newbies to participate, and Metis AI to participate in music creation. There are also many different types of music that you can choose from. So we can use play music for newbies or experienced musicians.
I see. Okay. Melos Studio is a platform for musicians to create music. It connects music creation with NFTs and blockchain in general. What tools does it provide for music creation and works as a virtual studio?
Well, there are many. First is Metis AI, as I just mentioned. And second, there's a musician profile page that experienced musicians can upload and mint or lazy mint their music NFTs. And we have our own music NFT marketplace for people to discover and collect or trade music NFTs. And we're also launching a tool called Sonus NFT that you can upgrade your profile graphical NFTs with background, and each profile NFT, or each of this profile graphic NFT can have a unique piece of music attached to it. And Finally, there's a virtual band, so artists can co-work music online in different time, different places, just like how you use Google Document or Google Sheet for music.
Melis will offer the service of co-creating an NFT with their fans, but what do you mean by creating an NFT? Will it be simply editing a collectible that has been created by another owner? If so, how much can the NFT be modified and what will it cost be?
Right. Musicians can co-create the music content of the NFTs. They can remix, add beats, or add loops as they wish. So there's not much limit to that. They can then mint the finished work into another NFT of the next generation. And the cost will only be the purchasing cost of the original NFT plus the gas fee for minting of the new NFT.
Okay. Melos NFTs show who synthesized them and all the people who previously owned NFTs. So if I bought this type of NFT, is there a way to clear the traces from the NFT history? And what information is stored about previous owners and how can they protect their privacy?
All the on-chain data, such as the transaction history, is public or semi-public over blockchain. Other information by the artists really what they are comfortable to provide with. But artists usually want to publish their names, their Twitters, their Instagram, so other people can find them and recognize them. That's how we set up our privacy.
Fantastic. Melos allows NFT owners to know who has composed and owned their NFTs in the past. But is it all symbolic, or can ancestors really receive passive income from NFTs even though they have already sold them? What is the purpose of this DNA tree?
They can receive this income, the passive income. And we call this profit sharing. And it is a feature in our DNA tree that captures the co-creation history and so can later profit share to the earlier co-creators when the later generation of music block NFT is sold.
Very nice. I think a lot of collectors like me are interested in how NFT is used in Melos, especially in the game, as some NFT has been sold recently. What kind of game is the Melos game, Rock Must Die? Can you explain the relationship between the game and DNA tree?
Yeah, Rock Must Die is a game for later. We know that music plays an important role in gaming. So later on, we're going to work on games to give applicable usage for music created in Melos Studios, and the creators will receive profit share for the music used in the games.
Okay. I have read that you will be offering the zero-cost NFT printing feature. Can you tell us about the lazy minting feature for the ability to create non-fungible tokens at zero cost? And can NFTs created using this feature be listed on the Melos marketplace?
Hopefully. Lazy mint is a feature that we have when a user has a music piece uploaded. You can list in the marketplace first and mint only when a buyer is confirmed. But this will save a lot of gas costs, especially very helpful when a musician has multiple music listed at the same time. They don't have to mint it all together. They can mint one by one when a buyer is confirmed.
Right. Okay, in order to stimulate creativity, you also designed the Citizen Musician Funding Program. Can you talk more about this funding program and what are its participating criteria?
We do want to inspire more people to participate in music creation. And so later on, we're going to set up a fund and prizes to reward emerging artists. Full detail of this operation is not final, but please stay tuned for the updates.
Very well. Some musicians have complained that their music has been minted and traded without their authorization by the NFTs. How does Melos foster originality, also protecting musicians from piracy?
The community is going to report if there's an infringement found. Melos Studio will delist this music. Up to now, this has rarely happened because there is a verification process when onboarding musicians, and musicians respect each other, so they don't really upload this infringement privacy music.
In terms of Melos token mining, is there going to be a fixed pool each day, or will it depend on how many NFTs are staked at the moment and can fluctuate?
The first version of mining rolled out a few days ago, and there's NFT plus Melos token mining, while the NFT acts as a ticket to start mining. And the mining power actually depends on the Melos token staked. So that is the first version, and we are creating more use cases for the NFTs and also patching the NFT mining later on.
Understanding. The music market is almost a monopoly. How will Melos compete with the current music market?
Melos is building a new creator ecosystem on Web3. It's not just a streaming service where profit is counted like $1 per 10,000 plays. Profit actually earned over NFT sales are more direct to the creator, to its creator. And this gives a lot of new opportunities for indie and emerging artists. This is how we propose new marketplace for music.
Right. Do you have any plans to develop an online concert broadcast, for example, building a virtual cinema hall, holding face-to-face meetings, etc.?
Oh, totally. We've done many metaverse parties over the past few weeks, gatherings in the metaverse. And we're working with other metaverse projects to bring more stadiums and more venues to host these events. And we also are creating like online concert feature on our own platform. So people will be able to print their creations on our platform.
It's a question of my own here. Do you guys plan to maybe produce artists in the future? Like, would you actually have your own label, kind of like a traditional label in a sense?
We are kind of working in this direction for the Web3, meaning that we have some artists who are doing quite well in our own platform. And we try to establish their names in the Web3 and work with them to establish their names in the Web3 space. So other platforms like OpenSea, they can also do well in OpenSea or other NFT marketplaces such as Binance Marketplace. So Binance NFT Marketplace, we're working on that.
And would you consider a possibility that you would be actually recording artists like in the studio maybe?
We do have the setup, including the actual label management companies. They are set up in Germany and in the US. So we do have those set up, and it is possible an artist that's really ready for this yet.
Right. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that one. Question number 15. Is Melis a killer for Spotify? When do you think Melis market cap will reach 1 billion?
Melos is more focused on music creation. Of course, you can listen to music on Melos. Melos really is more focused on the creation part and the creator's ecosystem. So it's kind of different to Spotify in many sense, but we will eventually have many music contents that's compatible with many other competitors, per se. And yes, I do wish our market cap reached 1 billion. I can guarantee when.
Okay, nice. Question number 16. I love your NFT artworks. What is your inspiration for every NFT's character? And what about the rarity of every NFT?
Right, thank you for liking them. We have many kind of music instruments or music elements, rockstar elements with these NFTs. They don't have any rarity distributions, but they all come with music. They are the avatars used for our community games. So when we build community games, you can participate without those avatars, but you have to have those avatars in order to receive rewards.
Okay, makes sense. Question number 17. Does Melos Music have the support and backing of a great music production company or a great artist? How will Melos attract non-crypt artists to expand into this new type of market?
Yeah, David Bowie Foundation. We've worked with Trey Songz, with the rock band, and we're onboarding Method Man of Wu-Tang Clan. And we do guide artists to onboard Melos Studio. So we give them walkthrough of our tools and functions and learn how to onboard. That's going to be very helpful for non-crypto artists or non-crypto music fans to experience Melos.
Right. Okay, question number 18. Melos is a Web3 music creators environment. Could you tell me what value NFTs will bring to that ecology?
Overall, I think NFTs can bring more opportunity for content creator, especially for music artists. Music is the type of content that has never been able to have a physical form. But with NFT, although it cannot have a physical form, but it can now be owned or collected digitally. That has never been able to happen before, except the copyright. But copyright and the NFT content itself, the music content itself is still kind of different. So musicians and their fans can interact more directly through their music NFTs. And I think that brings a lot of new opportunities and more direct values that market can evaluate towards the music.
All right. Okay, what makes Melos Studio outstanding?
We are actually building entire ecosystem for music fans and their creators. And I think this is very different. We took a very different perspective from many other projects, aiming for like branding or providing features, but we're actually building an entire ecosystem. That means this is going to be a long journey, and our team, I and myself and our team are very ready for this. We have a lot of passion about music, so we just keep on working with this.
Very nice. Question number 20, the last one for today from the community. As a music NFT platform, what contributions or impact would you have in the music industry? And how do you see yourself in the next few years?
In 10 years, we really want to be like Web3 version of GitHub for music creators. Melos is bringing an entire new format to create music and a new platform to discover and collect music. So we do want to have more music around to be discovered.
Wish you success with that. Alrighty, and that wraps it up. The 20 questions from the community to you, Yalu. Guys, if you saw your question on the screen, that means you're the lucky winner and you can claim your reward by following the instructions down in the description box. Now, Yalu, it is your turn to ask your 6 questions back to the community so they can do their research, comment down below, and if their answer is correct, earn additional rewards. Whenever you're ready, please go ahead.
Okay, let me start with question number 1. What is the purpose of Melos Studio? Question number 2. What blockchain is Melos Studio governance token on? Number 3. Which exchange listed the Melos token on? Question number 4. What are the big name artists onboarded to Melos? Question number 5. How many indie artists onboarded Melos Studio? Question number 6. The Web3 X to earn is a trading topic. How's Melos fitting into this topic?
Thank you very much. Guys, if you feel like earning additional rewards, go ahead, do your research, comment down below, and you might be the lucky winner. Yalu, thank you so much for answering all these great questions. I really like musical projects in the NFT space and the crypto space in general, simply because there are not too many of them in comparison to other industries that have already taken place in the crypto sphere. And plus me being a musician, I can totally relate to that. Yeah, I would love to see you grow and see how this would develop in the future. And perhaps, yeah, someday we can reconnect once again and see how you guys made progress. And yeah, I'm very excited for this one.
I love that. Thank you. And yeah, there's a lot of passion in this project. We're working hard to this.
Cool. Yes, thank you for coming. For everyone who's watching, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Yalu, I will see you next time.
So yeah, thank you.